Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. We're your hosts. I'm Tyler, joined as always by my good buddy Joel. We need some help. Carolina needs your help. They need some brooms. They need some brooms because there is a mess to clean up in Philadelphia, and they are almost out. Let's talk about that and the other three round two playoff series on today's episode of Outside the Glass.
So it turns out that the Hurricanes, are named appropriately because they're leaving city by city in just natural disaster. I'm thinking that FEMA needs to be called because this is getting ugly. We made a video last week alluding to that maybe the Canes would get the second sweep.
Yeah.
It was kind of tongue-in-cheek. We thought it might happen. It's looking a lot more possible now, and we'll get into it. But between Anderson's play, between Slavin making insane defensive plays to keep this series not very close, and a Philly team that even at home seems to be a little lost, and you've got the likes of Stahl making a resurgence and looking fantastic.
now he's showing up.
He's
like,
showing
nobody on that team is a passenger right now. Everybody's just kind of doing their part. They know what's at stake. They know what they need to do to move on.
When you've got a captain like Stahl leading the way, you go into Philly, and Philly is notorious for being like a hard city.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Boston. You know, these are very emotionally charged fans like we can be. And Stahl is, they're on the road. The question always is, okay, they won their two at home. When they go out on the road, how's it going to look?
Yeah, a series isn't truly a series until
Game 3.
Well, one team can win on the road.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and nah, they're 3-0. They've won both at home, and now they're on the road, and nothing's slowing them down. And I would say even the third game was better than the second for them. It wasn't entirely in their possession, but they just never seemed.
Game 3 was closer, right?
It was closer than 4-1.
Yeah,
but
through the first two periods, it was pretty close.
Yeah.
The difference. Okay, so for me, what are your thoughts on this? For me, if I am a team going out on the road, I want my special teams to be really good.
Yeah.
And that's what can win you steal you a couple games. And it wasn't really a steal on these, but the fact that the power play, the penalty kill, showed up in spades, and Stahl had his hands on everything.
Yeah.
He had touches on all these plays, between the shorthander that really put them over.
I think that was the moment. I think that was when Philadelphia just couldn't bounce back. Because, like you said, it was a close game. It was 1-1, and Philadelphia could have gone up 2-1 at the end of the first if Slavin didn't make that like save on the goal line.
Yeah.
But no, that shorthanded goal just kind of took everything out of Philadelphia. And I mean, Philadelphia missed out on a 5-on-3 too.
Right.
They had a 5-on-3. You have to capitalize on those.
Right. And
especially against a team like Carolina.
And to zoom out a little bit, Canes, we covered game 1 already, but 3-0.
Yeah.
So shutout by Anderson.
Yeah.
Which was fantastic. And we thought, oh, okay, this might not be good for Philly. And then we're like, okay, let's see. And then game 2, close game, 3-2. They win at home again. and then the game we've been talking about 4-1.
Mm-hmm.
And so that one wasn't quite as close, and that one was away. So obviously Philly's they haven't lost the series yet. They've had some good moments, and they've made it close a couple of these games. Game 3 was pretty close till it wasn't at the end. Game 2 was pretty close.
Yeah.
And it's very challenging when you have Anderson playing with a .950 save percentage.
And you have an insane defense in front of them.
Insane defense. And when they're getting chances, it's just stopped and snuffed out. Not a lot of rebounds by Anderson.
Yeah.
So it's like if you get the chances and you don't capitalize, if you get a 5-on-3 and you don't capitalize, it's kind of good night, Irene.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So
and like even in game 2 where Philadelphia, I mean they haven't been playing bad. I don't think in any of these games. I just think Philadelphia is like, I mean, they're still kind of in a rebuild right now. They just need like a piece or two.
They're kind of like a tweener.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
like they're stuck
just
in
right in between. And
caught in the middle with you. They're caught in the middle in a hurricane right now, and it feels fucking treacherous.
Yeah.
It's like it's
poor
Philly fans. I'm sorry. I feel your pain. The Blues have gone through this too, and there's been some good spots. I've really liked watching Zegras play. He's had some nasty plays. He had
the one goal. The
one goal was, I mean, sick.
Yeah.
And Zegras, I've watched him over the years mainly for his like highlights, his dangling, all that. I mean, he's insane on the shootout.
Yeah.
And he holds like a 60% or 70 or something insane. That's not really relevant in the playoffs, but he has been relevant.
So like a player like him who has the skill, like he has elite level skill. He's just like right now, it just seems like he's kind of trying to match that with like elite hockey IQ, like to be in the right position, the right place at the right time. And that goal in last night's game was almost like that. He found the open ice and he shot once, bounced off the pad, and then he collected the rebound and then just put it top
shelf.
Yeah. It was a wicked goal.
And Zegras, I didn't know that he played physical, really. I know everybody has to pitch in on it when it's the playoffs, but Zegras has been separating guys off the boards, coming out with the puck. So there's been some good play by Philly. It's just,
I mean, look at their scoring. Like Ristolainen has 5 points. Zegras has 5 points. How do you say his name? Sean Cochier. Cochier. Is that how you say his name? Cochier.
Forgive us if we butchered that.
Yeah. 4 points, and then Martone, Drysdale.
Yeah.
It's just like they have a lot of pieces, and then Vladar has been playing well in the playoffs. It's just whenever you meet a natural force, a natural phenomenon that's unstoppable. like the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
How do you? I don't know. It's not. I don't know. It's not your fault, Philadelphia.
Yeah. It's not Philly's fault. It's like what everybody's running into with the Habs right now. Yeah. But that's for another time.
But then you got Stanky.
Sweet Stanky.
You on the other side, you have like Stankoven, who came over in the Stankoven, yeah. Stanky. That's his nickname.
Stanky?
That's unfortunate.
That is.
Yeah, I would not want that to be
Svechnikov.
Yeah.
The 4-on-3 power play goal.
Yeah.
You got 2 power play goals and a shorthander. That's 3 out of your 4.
Yeah, and then you have Taylor Hall taking heads.
He's playing on the edge, isn't he? he's on the edge.
That minor that could have been a major. I don't know.
He's playing a little.
But, I mean, I don't care. It doesn't matter if it was a major. They let up a shorthanded goal, like 10 seconds later on that power play? It was that power play
Yeah.
that they let up the shorthanded goal. So,
Right.
I mean,
Like, what are you
even if it
gonna-
was a major, what are you
gonna do?
I mean, they would have been on the power play for 3 more minutes, but
So, looking ahead, game 4 in Philly, do they complete the double sweep and send Philly, home packing?
I'm still going to say Philadelphia can take 1.
I said 6 games, and that's
Yeah.
not looking likely.
But okay, so the big question is, what does Carolina do? Do they sit Anderson or no? Because, I mean, if they sweep, they're going to get a break anyway.
No, you don't sit Anderson.
Right, but I
No.
mean, you got to if they do and they lose, they bring him in for game 5, and it's not the end of the world. It's not like a, hey, you need to be sat kind of, like, I don't know, just a little extra rest. I don't know. It's a thought.
Let's give Philly some respect here. They're sitting half their players. Slavin, take a day off.
I said sit Anderson. That is not unheard of.
This sounds insane. Let us know in the comments what you think about this. Because maybe people would agree with that. I don't know.
I think they'll agree.
They'll agree. Okay, we'll see.
Jeez. Turn against me for logical thinking. Okay, so fine. I think Philly takes game 4.
Philly takes game 4. Canes, I'm having a stroke. The Canes are my Eastern Conference team. I'm trying not to bash on Philly too much, but I'm happy to see the Canes doing well.
Oh.
And it might be the only chance to defeat the Sith.
That's not happening. No, the Empire is ruling.
Emperor Palpatine over here.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
Son of a bitch.
But I'm giving them 1 game.
Against who? Oh, in this series. Okay. Yeah. They're playing Philly. I was thinking of the Avs as the Empire.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
big scoff.
Big scoff. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. So, any closing thoughts on this series, or are we pretty much wrapped?
I
up
don't
on
think
it?
so.
Okay.
Let's move her on.
All right, sounds good. So the next series that we have, this is an interesting little bit. So the Canes have a chance to wrap up their second round series with Philadelphia when the Sabres and Canadians have only played 2 games.
Yeah.
Carolina's going to be completely rested. How much time are they going to have off? 2 weeks?
A ton. So Montreal versus Buffalo. Tied series so far. It's looking like it's going to be a long one. It's looking like it's going to be another 6 or 7 game drag out. Montreal's going through another. Montreal doesn't look worn out. They just had a battle with Tampa.
Yeah.
And Tampa's no slouch. And they look fantastic.
And
Montreal looked really good in this last game.
It's actually kind of crazy too, because in game 1 they didn't look like themselves. They looked kind of sluggish. They played fine, but like I jot down my notes as the games are going on.
Yeah.
And I put that they played fine, but they have a ton more to give. And they came out in game 2 and they were flying.
They were flying. And this is a huge win for Montreal. Game 2. I mean, they split the 2-game series at home, if you will. So they split that,
And now they're going back
and now they're going back to Ball Arena, and in a very convincing win.
Bell Center. The Bell Center. Not
Did
Bell
we
Arena.
say Ball?
Well, I said Bell Arena, and then you said Ball Arena. Ball Arena is the Avs.
Oh, sorry.
And then the Bell Center is Montreal. Yeah, that's too close.
We got balls and bells.
They got to fix that.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, they're going
But a
back to
convincing
Montreal.
win, because if you look back at the Montreal and Tampa series, there wasn't really any convincing games. So,
But you can say, so the Sabres came out and convincingly won game 1.
that's true.
And then Montreal came out and convincingly won game 2. This is just a different style of series. But that just shows to me that Montreal can play and win however you need to do it.
Yeah.
But so a big story coming into this series was the Sabres power play. I have this stat here. They were going into game 1, they were 1 for 24 in these playoffs.
Oof.
And
That's
then-
like Avs.
Pretty good.
Not anymore. Anyway.
Hey,
Whatever.
Hey.
Whatever.
But they were 2 for 3 in game 1.
Yeah.
And I that was
That's
great.
big. Yeah. That's
Great.
big.
Then game 2, they went 0 for 4.
0 for 4.
Yeah. So
I would say that's the difference, but even if they got 4 goals on it,
they still would have lost. Right?
it
What was the
would've
final
been-
score?
It would have been tied 5-1.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't have. They wouldn't have got all of them, but even if they split it, they still would have lost. But so it was very convincing win.
Yeah.
It was. Can we talk just for a minute about Greenway? He's been just annihilating everybody. He had like five or six hits in game 1, and then in game 2, he just completely just mows over poor Demidov. Doug Demidone. And that looked like I guess he's not hurt.
Yeah.
But that looked like a nasty hit. I mean, it was clean.
It was clean. It was as clean as you can get.
You even saw Greenway. I mean, he's massive. He even lowered his shoulder. He didn't flare his elbow. None of that.
Yeah. He was like a
lowered
full
his
body
shoulder,
check though.
and he just hip and shoulder and just kind of skated right through him.
Yeah. Didn't even miss a beat. He like planted his back skate and made the hit, and then his skate didn't even move, didn't even budge.
Right. He just like
And then he just went
he
off.
just ricocheted him off of him. Just kept going.
Poor Demidov. He's not a big dude.
And you had Anderson challenging Greenway. Who
Yeah.
we don't have to get into this necessarily, but who stands up to Greenway?
Yeah.
I don't know who can stand up to Greenway on Montreal.
I would say
sure somebody
Anderson's probably the best. He's not their captain. Suzuki's
Yeah.
their captain, but
Yeah.
he does have that role.
He's got a little bite to him sometimes.
I would think he's the only one. I mean, Lane Hudson's not doing it.
Well, no, you don't. Well, of course
Caulfield's not doing it.
No.
But they for the Avs, McKinnon is like their best player, right? But he's still a physical presence for them. You don't really have that from your elite talent on the Canadians.
And this kind of gets into something I was noticing is that Buffalo's just like a big team. They're a big team.
And they're fast.
And obviously, Montreal's not that shook by it. They just won convincingly. But
I mean, how tall is Tage Thompson? Like 6'7"?
6'7". Then you got Greenway. He's like 6'6", and he's like 230, 240. And yeah,
That's gnarly.
it's gnarly. But they've got big. I mean, the defense for Buffalo's really rangy, really long.
Yeah.
And you've got Hudson and Caulfield that are like 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it will impact over. I was just thinking not now, but maybe over 7 games.
Yeah.
And they just played a 7-game series against
A
Tampa.
physical series. Very
So,
physical series.
but Montreal's got a ton of heart.
Yeah.
There's a ton of heart on that team.
And they're
not going to give up.
and their arena is
It's going to be pumping.
oh my gosh. We've talked about it. Like that's the one game. Like I haven't even been to an Avs home game. I'd rather go to a Montreal game just because that would be
That might be
epic.
the only chance for, well, I guess it would be the only Canadian team that's got a shot at even making it to the finals.
Yeah.
So
I don't think they're going to do it this year. We'll do our predictions at the end here. I just want to talk about, since we only record this once a week, I want to talk about that Kirby Dach goal in game 1.
Okay.
The one where he takes the shot and then is falling down
Yeah.
on his back.
No. I wrote that down too.
And
yeah.
he lifted the puck up over the shoulder. What goal does that remind you of?
It reminds me of.
In a sense, maybe not as.
Are you talking about the Ovechkin
Yes,
goal?
that was insane.
Yeah. No, I can make that parallel.
It wasn't quite like on the back spinning the way that Ovechkin did, but that might have been the goal of the playoffs. That might have been the goal of the season.
No,
it was sick.
Off of his own. So you're talking about when Doc.
Yeah.
He shoots it.
Yep.
He's falling down. He's on the right side of the net. He hits the ice. He gets a backhander while he's lying down, basically, and flips it top shelf.
Yeah. He was in the air when he did it.
It was.
He wasn't. He didn't.
That's
hit
going to
yet.
be one of those goals that they blow up, and you've got in your.
Yeah.
If you're a Montreal fan.
Oh yeah.
You've got. I mean, that's just going to be part of Montreal history now.
I wonder. I haven't seen any still frames of it. I'm gonna have to look that up. But we were on the phone whenever that goal happened.
And I was like, holy.
Yeah, I was driving home,
shit.
and you were like, "Oh, what a goal!"
Yeah.
I was like, "What happened? What happened?" But no, that was good.
You want to talk about New Hook a little bit?
No,
it's painful.
it is a little painful. Yeah,
I think Avs are doing fine, but
yeah, both New Hook and Byram were at
fantastic. Yeah,
yeah, and New Hook has been playing great. I didn't realize that he signed a new contract with them.
He's making
money. That's why he left the Avs though, because the Avs
couldn't pay him that.
No, they still had Rantanen at the time.
There's no way. I won't get off track too much. Yeah. I was gonna go more towards the Avs for a minute, but anyway, so yeah, he had 2 goals. I think he opened up the scoring on that 5-1 win, game 2. I think New Hook got that tip in front of the net to open it up,
and then Matheson got the second, and then he came in and got the third, and that was his first ever playoff game with 2 goals. He was looking for the hat trick. That would have been awesome. I was rooting for him to get the hat trick.
I'm gonna say this is gonna go to 7.
It's gotta.
This is gonna go to 7.
Neither
team's backing down.
Let's see what Buffalo can do going into the Bell Center. I mean, they went into Boston and they handled
That's
it
true.
pretty well.
Yeah.
And
they outscored Boston in their own arena.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know the numbers offhand, but it was like 3-1.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was.
They
was
might
impressive.
be one of these teams that like to play on the road, which will be a bad deal.
I will say Montreal is a big step ahead of Boston. Big step. Big step.
No baby steps.
No baby steps. No baby walks.
No baby walks here.
All right. So one closing thought. Cole Caulfield's got to pick it up.
Yeah.
He's got to get some. He's got to get some. He hit the post in game 2 and
obviously he's on the power play and they've got all this talent, Suzuki, Caulfield, Hudson, and they're moving it around, they're making some plays, but if that could get clicking a little bit more, then I think they'll be in good shape. And obviously they've got the 5-1 win going back home, so we'll see how she goes.
Yeah. This series is definitely one of my favorites in round 2. I think it's slotted to be the best one in terms of.
This is so weird though. You could have, let's say, I don't know how this is going to go. I could flip a coin and maybe give a similar odd to what it would actually be. Mm-hmm. But it is weird though. If you did have Montreal coming out and then you had the Canes coming out, you'd have Montreal like gnarled, battered, beaten, gone through hell. And then you've got
but you can also say that Montreal's gone through more adversity.
They have
throughout the playoffs. They've learned more from the playoffs than the Canes have. They haven't really the Canes series. I'm not saying they haven't been challenging, but they haven't had to lose. Mm-hmm. They haven't experienced. I don't know. It's tough to say.
It is tough.
I can't. I say that
with more experience.
They do. They have more experience overall, though.
Yeah,
and I don't know. They do kind of
It's
have
like
a
you
little
don't
bit.
say the Avs. Well, they didn't have enough adversity. We'll see how they play.
Yeah, I say it a little bit with,
A little tongue in cheek. Yeah.
but I don't know. There's hope, maybe,
There's hope.
for the little guy. All right. Well,
Okay.
I guess we'll finish up on that series. We'll take a little break, get our thoughts together, move into
Come back.
the West.
Come back to the West and get those 2 series. Yeah.
So what does Marner's success in Vegas do to Matthews' confidence in Toronto?
Yeah, you do have to wonder with Matthews seeing like the departure of some of his teammates, and they're winning cups. They're in the playoffs. They're doing all these things that Toronto's not doing.
Yeah.
And they're finding, and these other players are finding success. You do wonder what that does to him.
Yeah. I mean, Marner.
He's been fantastic.
He was kind of just riding the line there for a little while, playing fine, not great, not bad, but then last night he gets the natural Hattie, and it's like, does that silence all the critics on Marner now? Like it? Well, he's got to continue it.
Okay,
obviously.
so it's one game.
He's got to continue.
It is one game,
but it's like, if he plays like this,
yeah,
I don't know.
he's playing on the second line.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this.
Yeah.
On the break.
Yeah. We'll have to check
Things
on
are-
like the status of Mark Stone and everything.
Yeah.
See how things kind of shift around. But I don't know. Like whenever you have the skill that Vegas has, you kind of, I don't know. Everybody just kind of seems interchangeable, at least on the top 2 lines.
Yeah, it's like if you need to mix stuff up, you can. You've got Marner can play with anybody.
Yeah.
He's that skilled.
Yeah.
And
Oh, absolutely. And like Jack Eichel, I mean, he's been.
and Marner's known for his playmaking, really. I mean, he can score. Obviously, he's got a good shot.
Yeah, he's a good he's a good scoring talent, but he's also a really good defensive talent. Like playmaking's on both sides. So
Sure.
I don't know. He's a great player, and if he wakes up, I don't know.
You've got him waking up,
scary.
and you've had Eichel
right,
firing
exactly.
from.
I mean, he's been going
from
from
the
the
beginning of the
Yeah.
series. I mean, you've got him leading the charge in that regard. But Ducks, let's start. Okay, so we're 3 games in. We've got we both fell asleep last night. It was a late game, but we got caught up.
Yeah.
And we were a little sad waking up to a 6-2 win by the Knights. And so they're ahead in the series, 2-1. And we kept coming back to this game 1. And the fact that was so close to being a Ducks victory to set the tone for the series. And if you fall behind to the Knights with their experience and with the leadership of like an Eichel, the professionalism, the skill there, it's a tough one to dig yourself out of it, and you really don't want to get behind. And you had the opportunity to get ahead in the series, game 1. What did you see game 1 into game 2? What do you see as the storyline here?
So there was some conspiracy in game 1. There was the non-icing call. It wasn't called, and then the Knights scored immediately after that. That being said, play to the whistle. I don't care. Yeah,
Sure.
Just keep going. But the Ducks were kind of like, they didn't score until really late in the game anyway. And then the Knights ended up taking the 2-1 lead, and that just kind of deflated them in game 1. They just weren't able to really climb after that. But Carter Hart, he's been incredible. Like, go figure, an unsung hero.
Yeah.
I mean, I went into this series, my comment on it was like, can the Knights outscore their goaltending issues?
Yeah.
And they don't have to, because Carter Hart, I mean, he had a .971 save percentage in game 1 with 33 saves.
And
then he came out in game 2 and played just as well, 25 saves with a .926. The Ducks won that game, but
and you've got Theodore heading up the defense for Vegas, and you go from the Oilers and their defense. And the likes of the goaltending of Ingram and
And
the
Jari,
whole
the one
dynamic, not so dynamic tandem there, dynamically disastrous.
Mm-hmm.
And so you go from that, and then you go in and you meet Vegas with Theodore chewing up a ton of time and shutting down plays, and it makes it to where Hart can have a save percentage like that.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to dangle around and make these pretty plays against Vegas.
Maybe they're just so, like, from, like you said, the Edmonton series, they were just so used to all the open lanes and all and they just were able to pick the spots a little better, and
you can't make that extra pass with Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
They tried making the extra pass with Vegas game 1, and it got shut down. You had the opportunity several times, and they made the extra pass, and you've got the likes of some of these top Vegas guys shutting you down, and what could have been. So that's what's frustrating for me. It's like, I want to see the Ducks have some success here. I like the Ducks, and it seemed like game 1 they had that chance to get ahead in the series, but they did tie it up game 2.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad game for them. Obviously, they won 3-1, but that 5-on-3. I know everybody's talking about the 5-on-3, and we look back at the play, and
how do you only end up with one shot? Like, they only had one shot on goal. I don't know how many shot attempts, but I'm guessing it was probably the same. I bet you it was still one. Because it seemed like they were passing it around the entire minute and a half of the 5-on-3.
And we've all seen the video where it's like, it just shows they go around, they back up to the point, back down, back low, back to the point, back low, back around. And what I was kind of thinking is either they're looking for the perfect play, obviously, or they don't have the confidence to just get it on net. Throw it, sling one low at the pad, have them kick it out, and then battle for the rebound. And you're outnumbering 5-3. So I don't know what that was about. Yeah, but they still won that game.
Yeah,
but not a good look.
The Ducks were 7 seconds away from shutting them out. The Knights.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't had a shutout in over 2 years. The Ducks.
I didn't know that.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
No, I felt bad for Dostal on that one. But into game 3, the Knights
6-2.
They seem to
control
it the entire time. And like going back to Stone's injury, there isn't a whole lot on it yet. I don't really think there's much concern on it. I mean, they were up 3-0. There's not a whole lot of.
I'm a little concerned that he didn't come back. What I'm concerned about is he tried to come back and then he left again.
That might be the thing. But is that just like we'll give you another little bit of time just to adjust? Maybe they just left it up to him.
Yeah.
It's like, you're already up 3-0. But I mean, you want your best players out, and the best players want to be out.
They do. You don't think? Yeah, Stone's not going to be like, well, I'm a little banged up, and we're already winning.
Yeah.
I'll just chill.
No,
get a massage back here and lay low.
Probably not.
Probably not. So if he's not coming back that game, let's hope they can do some voodoo in Vegas and drum something up.
Right.
But otherwise, I mean, that's a good. He plays 19, 20 minutes a game.
Yeah.
20 minutes stoneless, if you will. That's not good.
Yeah.
So.
But back to the power play really quick for Anaheim. Well, kind of back to the Anaheim, mostly to the Knights. They have the best penalty kill in the playoffs. They're 24 for 25. It's 95%. I did the math. And they're actually outscoring the other team's power plays. They have 3 shorties. They've allowed 1 goal.
Holy shit.
That's kind of wild.
That is wild.
Yeah, and McNabb with the shorty in this one.
Nice pull there. Solid.
Speaking of pulls, Dostal got pulled.
Mm-hmm.
That worries me.
That is worrisome.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't had a great playoffs anyway. I mean, matching up against Edmonton, and now with Vegas.
And this was the concern that, well, we were concerned about
both
both goalies really coming into this, and then you've got one that's really shining with a defense that's tightened up somewhat.
Yeah.
And but I mean, game 3, if you were to say, hey, game 3, Marner's got a natural hat trick, who's winning?
Yeah, it's his first.
Vegas.
It's his first career postseason hat trick. He never had one in Toronto.
That's really. I mean, that's really tough to get a natural hat trick in the playoffs.
Oh yeah,
like that.
Well, that's his first hat trick. Period.
Really?
In the playoffs.
Oh, in the playoffs.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Okay. I'm like, holy crap. Okay, so looking ahead here, we've got goaltender has to play better for the Ducks.
Yeah, the power play has got to.
They're only down 2-1.
Yeah, no, this is
the
not
problem.
over.
Is this is half a Ducks beating themselves problem.
Yeah,
they've got more to give.
Yeah,
what do you say?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I think this is far from over. I do want to say the Ducks are kind of similar to the Flyers in a sense, to where they're not really they're not a complete team yet. They still have more pieces that they could add to it, and they're in the second round, just like the Flyers. I mean, they have a lot to, even if they don't get through this series, I think they still have a lot to be happy about.
Yeah, no.
From this, like the Knights are a proven team. They were like going back to the offseason last season. I feel like the Knights were the favorites to come out after adding Marner.
Yeah,
like they were supposed to do this, and the Ducks, I think, should be happy.
I don't want to say just be happy you're here, but be happy the way your team's trending.
No, right.
And they could win this series.
They could. Yeah, it's only 2-1.
They've definitely got a shot at it. So
but
we'll see how they rebound. And they're learning in real time. They don't have a ton of playoff experience.
Yeah.
They're a young team. And this is kind of the theme. Older teams with a ton of experience against a new maybe.
I mean, Buffalo's young, too. That's just a cool little – that's a cool – let's go back.
Who would have thought about Buffalo? Anyway, everybody's shitting on Buffalo for 15 years straight, and now everyone's like, I'm a Buffalo fan anyway.
Yeah.
You got freaking...
I didn't even... Never mind.
Sorry, yeah. Let's not talk about Buffalo.
No,
But any closing thoughts?
There's more from that series that I forgot to...
I know. There's always more.
Anyway. No, the Ducks are not out of this. I want to see how they come back, rebound in Game 4. I think, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Dostal, maybe he comes in, shuts the door. Ducks, maybe they come back and score 6-2. That's how they rebounded from the first game.
They've got that kind of skill. They definitely could.
Definitely. So let's move on to the next Western Conference matchup, the one that I have no experience in whatsoever.
None.
I don't even need my notes. I'm ready to go.
The Avalanche have made a deal with the devil.
Yeah, they're the most well-rounded team, I would have to say. They're the most defensively sound. They have all their pieces in place. They have all of their offensive players in place. They have their goalie in place. Goalies. I would even say I'd be confident if Blackwood came in. I would be. He hasn't played in a while. But they have no excuses. I feel like they're the deepest team down the middle.
What kind of witchcraft is going on in Colorado?
Seth MacFarlane is a hell
How in the
of a
hell do you get the goaltender you've got? You draft
an overhauled goaltending tandem, by the way. He changed that up mid-season last season. He went out and got both of them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You just plug a goaltender in, and they're fantastic. And so, obviously, they have great vision for goaltending because
apparently
they put them in. And it's, I mean, we've talked about it before, and Wedgwood took the job of Blackwood.
Yeah.
And he's looked fantastic. He's not going to be taken out of that net.
No.
And, like, the temperament, the vision, the intelligence, I don't want to pump them up too much.
I'm loving this. You're giving me chills.
Pump them up.
Whew.
He's always in the right spot.
Yeah.
And so what I want to see from the Wild is a little disturbance.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not going to take it. We're not going to allow this series to remain within the confines of the Avs' control.
Yeah. So let's get into the way that the series has gone so far.
What's the old saying? Everybody's got to play until they get punched in the mouth. So they have got to.
I don't even know what you're talking. Who said that?
Well, it like in fighting, you go in with a game plan.
Yeah.
And then you get drilled.
Yeah.
And things change.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not saying do that to Wedgwood, but
no.
As a metaphor, for the series, you're going to have to punch back and not in a manner that's you can't play Avs game.
Yeah. So I got a little excited coming into this series. We didn't really introduce it all that well. The Wild are down 2-0.
Yes, there we go. We got a little excited.
Yeah. Game 1 was unreal. An unbelievable game by both teams. Well, actually, it was a bad game and a good game in one.
Somebody made a ton of money in Vegas by betting for the over.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, 9-6. There were I think we have very similar notes. I was going and looking through your notes beforehand too. 15 goals scored by 14 different players in this game. Cale Makar is the only player to get 2 goals in the game. And he left the first period injured. Did you see him on the sideline rubbing like whatever voodoo magic they put on him? He came out and he scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
And they were wicked goals too. That was like what was it? The blocker shoulder, top corner, just snipes both times.
If you see him, okay. I feel like I've seen that play so many times by Makar.
Yeah.
They bump it out. He comes out wide, and then he comes to the top of the circle, maybe down to the hash, and he just snipes it.
You got to check him.
If you see him breaking out to that side,
you got to go get him.
Go immediately to him.
You got to. If you don't,
let him dangle around you and try to make something there.
Yeah,
but you can't let him have an open lane like that and snipe.
But the problem is you got to worry about McKinnon. You got to worry about Natchez. You got to worry about Lehkonen. You got to worry about Taves. Like you got to worry about every single.
9 out of 10 times he's scoring there.
He is. Yeah, he misses a lot of shots going there too.
Oh my god!
But he takes every single one of them,
dude.
He takes every shot he has an opportunity to.
There is like no room more than the puck size of where he shoots it. It's insane.
Yeah. So for the
so game 1 you've got
there's just too much.
You've got Waldstedt with 8 goals and 42 shots. It's a ton of shots, but not a good look giving up 8 goals. You saw Waldstedt, however you want to say it, getting the pat on the back from the players leaving the ice.
Yeah.
Game 1.
He's like, sorry, buddy.
What? Okay.
You did good, buddy.
I'm going to try to be a Wild fan for a minute. And I see my goaltender, the wall.
Of St. Paul.
From St. Paul.
From St. Paul.
Leaving the ice after letting in 8. Yeah. After he's been fantastic all season and into the postseason, and he just gets hung out to dry, just completely obliterated by the Avs.
Yeah.
And then he goes off like that. And then next game they pull him and they put in the backup.
Yeah.
What do you think that does for his confidence? Did you like that move?
That's a tough one, though. It's like
you don't want him getting beat up again at home ice against the Avs, right?
Yeah.
That's the thought.
But then putting Gustafsson in, he understands why. He understands it. He's got to. He understands why Gustafsson went in.
Yeah.
Maybe he comes back in game 3 knowing it's his net. It's his. He has nothing to prove. He's gotten them this far.
Yeah.
I don't know. But at the same time, how can you not be a little shaky? Like that's a hell of a hurdle to come over.
It is.
The defense has to play better in front of them. It wasn't all on him. Let's just wrap up.
There's so much to go over
okay,
here.
let's wrap up game 1. Avs are the first team in NHL history to lead by 3, go down, then come back and still win by 3+. The Avs had 5 goals by defensemen. That's tied for a playoff record. The 15 goals by 14 different players, that's an NHL playoff record.
And this is... Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're fine. The Wild power play looked good, but still didn't really do what they need to do.
Yeah.
They don't fire enough. They do too much perimeter passing. They don't take their shots. And then in game 2, we'll segue into game 2. The first power play in game 2 looked really good. And then they went back to too much perimeter shooting again.
Yeah.
They got to get their power play engaged. Their penalty kill hasn't been good. They're letting the Avs, who had, I think, the 27th ranked power play in the regular season, run all over them. What, they have like a 45% power play right now in this series?
Yes. And
it's not good.
So, and that's my point. Game 1, it seemed like this was the Wild trying to outgun the Avs.
And you can't do that.
And they're like, okay, we'll just play all offense.
This is their style
like,
of game.
hell yeah. We like winning. We like scoring 8. This is our type of game.
Yeah.
And it's the Wild's type of game too.
Yeah, it is.
But they don't play it quite as well as the Avs.
Well, so the Avalanche, whenever they won the Cup in 22, this was their style. Run and gun. Nobody could beat them. And then teams started tightening up.
Yeah.
They started playing to prevent that. So the Avs had to adapt. They had to get bigger. They had to get more physical. That's why they haven't been the best in the last few seasons. And now the Wild are coming out and just letting them play that style of game. They're going to take it. And they're going to get through this series very quickly.
The Wild just physically seem a little smaller too.
Yeah.
Like you've got Makar is just a little bit more physical than Hughes.
Yeah.
I'm not they're always compared.
Yeah.
But
well,
just
Makar's defensive game is better than Hughes.
A little bit. Like in front of the net, stuff like that. He's just got the physicality for it.
Yeah.
And Hughes is just a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And
you can argue that Hughes' offensive game is slightly better. I don't even know that I'd say that.
I would say his passing is.
Yeah.
I don't even think.
Yeah, he's a good passer.
Dude.
Makar he's not really known for that.
Who?
Makar.
Yeah.
His passing.
His shot's fantastic. He
Interesting.
Yeah. But no, dude, he's made some insane passes.
Yeah.
To set up
in
goals.
game 1. Oh, throughout the playoffs.
Throughout the playoffs, yeah.
Game 2, they held him in check.
So they're very different.
He had no shots on goal in game 2. Hughes. He only had 3 attempts.
Yeah. In game 2?
Yeah. They shut him down. McKinnon annihilated him. It was bad. It was good.
Wild fans out there, I am not going to stand for this on your behalf.
So McKinnon staring at his stuffy in the Olympics, just thinking that Boldy and Hughes.
Just thinking of... Never mind. Go ahead.
Just wrecking them.
Just wrecking them. So, okay. Game 2. And this one's not fair because we've only got 2 games to look at here. And they've both been at altitude, in Colorado, which is such a hard place to play, especially in the playoffs. I think I'm not going to get too frantic here. Let's see how they do back in Minnesota.
Game 3 is big.
Game 3 is huge. If they win game 3, then it's a lot of this stuff chills out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a must.
I mean?
It's a must win. Like, you don't like saying that in a non-elimination game, but the Wild have to take this one. This is almost an elimination game.
So, yeah, I agree. I just want to talk about McKinnon's head.
Yeah, we can We can talk about that.
Dirty. It was a bad hit.
Keep going.
It was a bad hit. Extension of the arms.
No, it wasn't. It was shoulder.
Extension of the
It was
arms.
shoulder.
I'm talking about, sorry, let me clarify. He had 2 hits. You're talking about against Hughes, right?
No, I'm talking about Boldy.
No.
It was shoulder in the back.
Nope.
When you look at it?
We can look at it.
Okay, we're going to take
pause.
a quick break.
We're back after reviewing here. Sorry about that.
The play was under review.
The play was under review. And I'm calling at least a boarding call on it still. I will say that there's not as much extension as I thought. It looked more shoulder contact. But
Right. So definitely not game misconduct.
I didn't see this. I saw the follow through just with the arm, with the shoulder. My problem with it.
McKinnon knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing.
The main thing is when somebody's got their face to the boards, do you run your shoulder through the back of their numbers? That's my main thing. Do you or do you not? I know, and we'll probably get some comments on this, and people see it different ways.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like I would call that in the regular season.
Yeah.
And I think the same standard has to be in the postseason.
Oh yeah, no. This whole well, it's the playoffs BS. No,
I don't like that.
I hate that.
I think if it's ticky tacky stuff, like
I think that's why
something that doesn't really impact the game. Then let
going
go,
back
maybe,
to last episode with the Jamie Benn hit. That's why things like that happen. It's because of the whole this is the playoffs dynamic. Like Jamie Benn can get away with that crap. Like I won't say that McKinnon. Like I said, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. My opinion is I think it was on the line, but just on the other side of it. Because I think Boldy wasn't defenseless. Yeah. I think he knew exactly where McKinnon was, and he put himself in a bad position.
You could argue that Boldy could have stopped short.
Yeah.
And
he could have just not put himself in that spot. He should have prepped for the hit. Like, he knew McKinnon was going to hit him.
Where the puck was placed, where it was, he's doing a tight turn to get to the puck. Yeah. And he's lower, he's a little bit more extended, and McKinnon has the dominant posture to dictate how devastating this is going to be.
Yeah, McKinnon knows his strength. He knows that he's one of the strongest skaters on the ice. He knew that he was going to... Boldy's in a position to take, like you said, he's vulnerable. I think he's vulnerable. He might be vulnerable, but he could have. I don't know.
In my view, it's McKinnon took full advantage of a player that was vulnerable.
But
now, if you think that's a penalty or not, that's
right.
I lie on one side of the line, you lie on the other.
Right.
That's fine.
Right. But you don't But it wasn't egregious enough to be a major.
If it was my car getting his head bounced,
I would have been pissed. Yeah, I 100% agree.
Would you have thought that was a boarding call?
It would have been hard to not
want that call.
Yeah. And I think it's funny that we're about to go into Minnesota. Do you boo McKinnon? Do you put that fire under him?
Let's go.
They're gonna.
I'm saying... It's got to get ugly for the Wild to win anyway.
Yeah, you might
make it ugly.
Yeah,
make it ugly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
because this run and gun just kind of like, not that it hadn't been physical at all, but it hadn't been that physical.
Right, not enough for the Wild.
Not enough. So let's see.
But you can clearly see the Habs aren't afraid of it either.
No, they're not afraid. They're big.
This is gonna be good.
They're big. You're going to have to take a pound of flesh and you're going to get some taken from you. And that's just, you're going to leave something in there to be able to win this series.
This series isn't over.
Not over.
I hope it is.
Not over.
Sweep.
So, let me just say, I've got a couple notes. You probably have a couple things to say on it as well. the Wild are potentially getting Eriksson Ek back.
Yeah, that'll be big.
This is similar to the Avs record when they don't have Landeskog.
I think Nichushkin is also a good variable too. The Nichushkin's one of those big body, physical defense. He's the best forechecker for the Avs. So I mean,
but as you've said before,
and Landeskog, you're not wrong. You're not
when
wrong.
he's out, it makes a difference.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you heard the yearning for him. In that presser.
Moving on.
Loins are burning for him. We all heard it. Anyway. So the Wild are 1-7 without Eriksson Ek.
Yeah.
So
if he can come back game 3.
If he can come back game 3, you've got Minnesota pumped up. You got Hughes back at home. You've got Kaprizov.
Yeah,
he had a goal last game as well. You've got some of these guys heating up. I don't know how Boldy's feeling. I can't see how he's not partially concussed from that, but he's seeing double, so maybe we'll see how that goes. Poor Boldy. I was just saying how freaking good Boldy was playing, and Hughes, and he freaking checked both of them. Anyway, I'm pissed. What are your closing thoughts? I think that I'm not counting Minnesota out. No. I know a lot of people are. They're saying, well, this is what happens when you put the Stars versus Wild and they're all beat up, and you've got LA going against the Avs, and this is what happens when you have a playoff format like this.
Yeah.
I kind of agree. It's popular right now to not like the format.
Yeah.
I'm jumping on the bandwagon. I don't like it either.
Well, maybe we can discuss our thoughts more in detail in the off season. Maybe look around and see what some popular alternatives are and get some feedback on.
We might do a whole video just on that.
Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun this off season. I'm going to close off. This one has ran quite long, but I mean, it's the Avs. How can you not want to talk about them? I'm going to close off with one key to Avs getting through this round and potentially getting into the cup, maybe even winning it. I think Natchez is kind of one of those key factors, because if Natchez can just keep this up, how are you going to stop the rest of them? If Natchez can continue to play the way he has been, he got his first goal of the playoffs in the last game against the Wild, and the storyline revolving around Natchez has been, can he do it in the playoffs? Can he do it in the playoffs? He was a 100-point player last season, first time in his career. And he just never really took that step with Carolina. If he can go, I would not be opposed to just saying that the Avs could win it all if he can just be that difference maker.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to slow down McKinnon if you have to keep an eye on both of them when they're on the ice. It'll be tough.
It's unbelievable how stacked the Avs are.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, let's close it out. I think the Wild need to start playing each game like Game 7 from here on out.
Yeah.
Because if they lose at home, it's very slim they win this series.
Yeah.
They need to get desperate real quick and start making this ugly.
Perfect. So round 2 is oddly enough not almost over and almost over.
Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to put a bow on this one because we got 2 series that are primed for a long round 2, and then we have 2 series that are almost wrapped up.
One. I'm not giving up on the Wild. Sorry, Philly. I've
already given up on you.
God.
So
it's been fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a blast. I've been having a blast with it.
Yeah. So we have a lot to look forward to for the next week of hockey, and And maybe we'll come back with some recaps. Who knows? Maybe the Flyers come back and reverse sweep.
Yeah.
You
No. But
no.
no. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
We'll see. So let's wrap it up here.
Perfect.
Join us next week. I'm Joel. This is Tyler again. Like and subscribe and follow us on this journey to the cup.